Hi everybody, Fo here from Legion Airsoft, and tonight I'm going to be doing a video on my guns. Just guns, no camo, no other loadout, just what I run. First up, my personal favorite is my EVIC Custom SOCOM 47. This is my favorite gun because it is an M4 everything except mags. It takes AK-47 style magazines, so I get to run my 600 round mags without, you know, the big bent looking M4 mags, or worse, the big fat mags. I say or worse, I'm getting an M4 soon. I don't currently have one. Well, I'm getting a working M4 soon. I don't currently have one. And I might invest in a fat mag or two. For those of you who play with me, you'll know that I usually only run AK. So this, what I've done to it to customize it to make it mine, because I got it through a trade. So somebody else had done it, and then I kind of redid it externally. The gearbox is amazing. It runs 25 rounds per second on a 7.4 LiPo. I had a friend chrono it. And 395 FPS on 0.2 gram BBs. And I run 2 5s because it makes my shooting a lot flatter. For those of you newer to airsoft, the heavier the weight BB, you do lose FPS, but you gain a lot in accuracy because the weight doesn't let the wind blow it around. So I run 2 5s in it, and it is dead on with my red dot scope. It's red-green dot, nothing fancy. It says center fire on it, or center point, my bad. Center point on it somewhere. I think it's a Walmart scope, I don't know. I paid $10 for it off a friend. Works great. I recently bought these Noveski NSR 11-inch rails, key mod. I love them. Before, what it had on it was Mad Bull licensed Daniel Defense Omega 12s, and they were so heavy. You could not run with this for long because all the weight was in the front. So I sold those to help pay for these, and these are great. I put a nice angled foregrip on it, and on the very end of the barrel I have this nice, you can see it with my terrible lighting, okay, it's a Noveski amp, and it gives my gun an amazing popping sound. I like it a lot better than I like suppressors. Let's see, what else have I got on here? Just standard Crane stock that I use a regular old 9.6 nickel metal hydrate battery. Grip, nothing fancy, nice and comfortable. This is the EVIC Custom, so it came with the hop-up and everything that I know of. Therefore, I don't know what's in it. I know that the piston's a Raptor Airsoft piston, and that is what I will stick with because it has amazing compression. The compression in this thing is just wicked. So it shoots pretty hard, pretty fast. Nothing that'll get me in trouble. And let's see, I guess that's all I can talk about it. Recently, again, actually the same day I got these rails, I bought a pistol. And it was off a friend. I do a lot of friend trading and buying. I bought a pistol for $60. It was an Elite Force, I don't know, it was 1911. It was the black one that doesn't lock after it runs out of ammo. And I traded it along with a Nerf battle axe for this. An Echo 1 Red Star, it's so big I can't get it in the camera, Red Star LMG RPK. This gun rocks. I have one. It's my dad's. I got it for him. Again, off a friend. I got it for him to use because he comes out and plays with me every now and then. And the only complaint I have is that it's heavy. My God, I mean, it's steel and wood. I'm sure you could throw a 22 conversion kit in here and make it a real gun. Do not do that. Ever. If it's an airsoft gun, leave it an airsoft gun. Don't ever make it a real gun. I shouldn't have said that, but hey, I will anyway. Got the bipod. Flip this little latch here. Comes open like that. Pull it down. Throw it up on a log. Stump. Lay down. Go prone with it. Just squeeze it. Pull it back like that. Put it back on there. I can get this little clip back around it. There we go. Hop-up access is through the slide here. It's a nice slide hop-up. I like these a lot better than I like the wheel hop-up because it's a lot easier to dial a slide than it is a wheel. And again, you gotta love that RPK sound. Came with the scope mount, so I can put a nice red dot on there. It's a cutie scope mount, so I can take it off and put it on my other AK, which we'll get to in a minute. This is all stock, so it runs supposedly 16 on a 9.6 and 430 FPS. I had it chronoed at ACS Airsoft a couple weeks ago, which I will be going back this July 3rd for their fireworks show and game day and everything. It'll be great. I have this really cool meat grinder tip on there. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah. It's really cool. Doesn't really do anything for the noise or anything like the amp does. It's just cool to look at. For my dad, I got the... Sorry, nose itches. For my dad, I got the Echo One auto-winding 3,000 round drum mag for his, and he lets me use it. So, I had some gameplay, but it got deleted. Sorry, I can't upload till I get a new tablet, which I'm getting one soon. So, gameplay will be back. I did some gameplay with it, and like in the first 5 minutes of walking in, I got shot at, and I just pulled my hand back and hit that auto-winding drum button, and just sprayed, and took out 3 out of 4 people before finally getting hit. And I just munched with it all day long, until, like I said, the weight, this thing's a chunk, you can curl with it. I should, that way it doesn't bother me, but I don't. The weight got to me, back hurt, hot. So I put it up and went back to using my SR-47. Amazing gun. If you ever want to run a support role and you want that Russian feel to it, PKMs are cool, I'll admit. Echo One has one. They call it the HMG. I wouldn't get one. It's more money. Granted, it comes with a 5,000 round drum or box. But this weighs less. You can get the 3,000 round drum for it. And it just looks so cool. So cool. Sounds so good. One of my favorites. Will not be getting rid of this. Next on the list is for my CQB gun. This, another Echo One favorite of mine, is my Red Star Bolt AK-74. This shoots 360 FPS. It says in the Echo One store that it'll shoot 350. After you wear it in, it will. But brand new out of the box, it runs about 360. Same, AK everything. Hop-up's the same. Sounds good too. What I've done externally, I've had this since November of 2014. I got it for my birthday. What I've done externally is I have a Mad Bull Battle Axe stock tan. And people give me hell because the tan is the only thing on my gun. Soon I will have a tan foregrip and a tan suppressor to go with. Speaking of the suppressor, this is the Mad Bull Gym Tech Blackside? Yeah, Blackside. And it's a really solid suppressor. Looks really good on it. If you take it off, if I take it off, this is a really long-winded suppressor. Meaning you have to turn and turn and turn and turn. 14mm negative threads, in case you were wondering. There we go. You can see the inner barrel actually comes out of the gun. Very short inner barrel, but still gets really good range, considering the FPS is low and the inner barrel's really short. Dial the hop-up in, you can shoot an easy 150 feet with this. And with the scope mount that is on the RPK and the red dot that is on my SR-47, mix them together, throw it on this, super accurate. I mean, I didn't even gotta mess with it, just bang, on target. Stock's adjustable, of course. I like it, not quite here. About the middle. It's a really solid cheek weld. Nice AK-74 sights. Rails. AKs with rails. Gotta love them. These are currently the only 3 working guns I have. I have a sniper rifle in the house that I'll be getting rid of soon because I looked up a review on it. And to adjust the hop-up, you have to take the whole gun apart, pull the hop-up out, adjust 2 screws that are in it, and then put it back together. and you better hope you get it right, because otherwise when you shoot it and it's not to where you want it, then you still have to pull it out. Last, and this will be a hoot, a boneyard item. This is what's left of a Stag Troy hybrid by Echo One. It has Troy battle rails, a polymer Stag body, and a standard crane stock, and that's all it has in this. It did come with a gearbox, but I opened the gearbox up, and I know people will say, oh, never do that, because, you know, voids the warranty, so on and so forth. Well, somebody had already been in it, so what the hell. I opened it up. The wiring in the gearbox had chunks missing, I swear. It had a nice motor grip, which I took off, standard Echo One motor in it. Not sure if the motor works or not, I'll have to have that tested. But, had a really nice grip on there, so I took it off, and I'm going to put it on something else, another M4 when I get one. And, let's see, it has a flip-up sight, which currently does not flip up. I don't know why. Long outer barrel. It's longer than it's supposed to be because these rails are for the mid-size Troy. It's the middle Troy between the three of them. There's the long one, there's the middle one, and then there's the really, really tiny one. This is the middle one front. The inner barrel, I pulled it out, it was like this long, I swear. So, this is definitely a project gun. The Delta ring in it was shot. It let them spin all the way around totally. So I just took it off and tossed it. I'll have to buy a new one of those. Keeping the stock. Going to put a different motor grip on there. Definitely buying a new body because this one is really bad. I mean, it's been painted. There's a crack here. So yeah, the body's definitely going. The gearbox itself, the shell and everything, were fine. There's no cracks, no signs of stress on it. Look brand new. Gears look brand new. The piston in it was a clear plastic piston. I do not like those. So I will be ordering a different one. What else did I find in there? The piston head looked okay. The cylinder head, however, I like the double O-ringed ones. This one had a single O-ring, and the O-ring didn't even fit. It was like too big and was sliding on and off. So I will definitely be getting a new piston, new piston and new cylinder head. Let's see, is there anything else I found wrong with this gun? Other than the obvious, I don't think so. So this is going to be my project. And hopefully I can get it fixed up and running really good. The rails look like they've seen better days, but I want to keep them on there for a nice, battle-hardened look. So, the trigger in it was plastic, and I was trying to pull the gearbox out, and I was pulling, trying to wiggle the trigger to get it to come on out, and I finally got it out, felt so triumphant, and I looked down, the trigger fell off. So yeah, I gotta get a new trigger too. But before that, it had a really nice trigger pull, like trigger assembly and everything, and it's fine. The only gearbox problems were the cylinder head, the piston, and the wiring. Cheap fixes. I probably have to get new bushings now because the bearings kind of fell all apart. I have a tech guy. I'm not a tech guy. I don't know how to reassemble a gearbox correctly. I have a guy that does. So he will be fixing it up for me. I will be paying him for the parts, so on and so forth. And yeah, that about concludes this video. Again, Foe from Legion Airsoft. I'm in my woodshed at 2 o'clock in the morning doing this because, hey, why not? Like and subscribe, please. Like the video. Subscribe to my page, please. I will have this up as soon as possible, and y'all have a good one.